Hi, I'm Shola Kaye. I'm a public speaking coach and a professional keynote speaker based in London, and I have clients all over the world. I run a company called Speak Up Like a Diva, and when I work with men or with mixed groups, I call it Speak Up and Shine. And today I want to discuss the reasons why you should hang around after you've given a talk or made a presentation. Well, often, when we are done presenting, all we want to do is run away. We want to blow off steam, we want to be by ourselves or with close friends, we want some time to think through what just happened, and we may not feel that this is the best time to have a conversation with the audience. But there is no better time than right after you've spoken to have a chat, press the flesh, shake a few hands, meet a few people, or even if it's an audience that you know well, to ask them, what did they think? Because often some of the responses you'll get from the audience right after you've spoken will be incredibly helpful. It's a great time to ask them if they might give you a testimonial. It's also a good time to say to them, well, what did you like about it? And, was there anything I could have included a bit more of? So it's a really, really excellent time for feedback. Also, it makes you seem more relatable. And I'll tell you the story of one of my clients recently who came to me because she wanted some help for an upcoming quite high stakes presentation in front of her peers at an industry conference. And she was a bit nervous about it, but we worked together for a few sessions. And after the presentation, she came to me and said, wow, great, I've already been rebooked for 2 additional speaking opportunities. She said the audience thought that she was super relatable and they wanted more of her. And part of that was because she hung around at the end. She gave the impression that she was caring, she wanted to know what the audience thought, and they voted by giving her more opportunities to speak for them. Also, another good reason for staying around is because the organisers see that you're really genuinely interested in the audience and in the event. If as soon as you're finished speaking you take off, it makes it look as though you're just a sort of hired gun, or even if you're not being paid, that you don't see that the event was particularly important and you've got better things to do. So let me summarise that into some specific points. So first of all, great time to get feedback. Second, good time to get testimonials from people. Or if they say something really gushing and positive, you might say, oh, can I just capture that on camera? Or, can I write that down? Just a way to actually capture that moment. Also, it's great if you want to be rebooked because that's the time when people are really full of energy about what you've just done. And they will say, oh, yes, this was brilliant. I'd love to have you at my event. And then you can follow up with them later. It also makes you seem more relatable because you want to connect with the audience at a conversational level, not just you at the front as the expert and them in the audience. And I think that's point 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point 4. And fifth point is that the organisers can see that you really care about them and their event. So resist your urge to run away the next time you're done speaking, and just see that the post-speaking opportunity is as important as the speaking opportunity itself. Recently, I was rehired to speak at a big event for an organisation that runs events for women in STEM around the country, and I'm sure that in part that was because I stuck around. I spoke to them after the event, I spoke to a lot of the people who were in the audience, I was very approachable, conversational. I made it very clear that I enjoyed the event and wanted to work with them more. And then just a couple of weeks later, I was rebooked. So please, resist that urge to just run back to your hotel room or jump in the car and drive off or get on the tube and go home, and stay around a while. And you never know what may happen. Lots of really great things could well come your way. And even if it's just some really good feedback that you can take on board and use next time, then that's feedback you wouldn't have got otherwise. So please stick around after your next speaking opportunity and see what happens. And if you want some more from me, then why not contact me for a consultation if you're thinking about getting some one-to-one coaching, or check out my 6 weeks to speaking success or my Get Clients in 60 Days online and group programs. That's it from me. Have a wonderful week. Keep speaking up, and I'll see you soon.